So, you know that's gonna be the joint, right?
The joint?
Yeah, the joint.
The intro?
Yeah.
Okay, now ladies, if you know you bad, don't need no man, got your own bands, put up your hands.
It's so fake, like it's so fucking fake, okay? Nobody's real anymore. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Guess what we have today? We have a special guest. Hello. So y'all know me as Britt, and introduce yourself.
I am Britt as well. I know. You guys didn't see that coming.
Right.
But I have a channel, it's called Foreal. And I make vegan recipes, all things vegan. So if you are vegan or not vegan, or you just want to do a meatless meal within the week, come check me out. I'm here.
I so badly want to say I eat meat. Anyway, I'm going to link her channel at the end of this video to make sure you check that out. And I'll be on her video as well. So this is our first YouTube collab.
Hey!
So today we just wanted to talk with y'all a little bit. You kind of get to see me in my element, and if you guys have seen Britt's videos, you'll get to see more of her. We're just gonna go ahead and get right into the video because we got a good one for y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn your notifications on so anytime Britt uploads a new video, y'all will see it first. Yay! Okay. All right, so thank y'all so much, and we coming right back at y'all.
Brittany.
Sorry, Jackie.
All right, we started. We was born in that era too, but
right. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape to conceal my eyes because at the end of the day, this is the only concealer that really works for me, that I really like.
I heard it was bomb.
It is bomb. And I mean, it's not their foundation because I don't got nothing to do with that.
Right. Sorry.
You alright?
I'm just using Milk by NYX, the jumbo pencil. So today on Brittany's YouTube channel, what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about a few things.
Miss Brains.
While you get
Miss Beauty and Brains.
You done?
I got jokes for days.
We talk about a few things today.
Here's for weeks. Alright, wait.
I'm just drinking my wine. Just drinking my wine.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, look at that. Oh, I got cheers. Even though I'm the one that look like an alcoholic because I got such the big ass glass.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I done filled my cup up twice. Yeah.
Britt gonna tell y'all how I influenced her to do the money thing and how she's like bomb with it now.
I was gonna say, Brittany gave me a couple tips in life that I feel like you don't remember, but I remember because I be remembering. Yeah, so I remember I was 19. I was just at a tender age of 19. And you know, when you first get approved for your credit card, I don't know about y'all, but I was like, oh, they gonna just give me money, like check me out, I'm balling now. So Brittany over here, like, Brittany, chill out. You was like, you get one and you will keep getting on, and then you go and wind up looking crazy because then you got this debt. And I was like, no, I'm good, I'm cool, like I got this. Boy, was I wrong.
And where was that information coming from? Yeah. That was coming from experience.
Yeah.
And I was only 20.
Yeah, but she knew. She was just like, chill out while you can. It was like store cards though. You know, store cards got the highest APRs.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know, I wasn't thinking about that because I wasn't savvy in it. So I didn't know like, oh, okay, yeah, the APR is 29.99. And if I don't pay it back, that's how much my purchases are going to be charged. So went ahead, you know, fell into the little rabbit hole of credit card debt. You know, it wasn't a lot, but it was too much for the amount of money that I made. You know, I didn't have all the money to pay it back at the time, of course. So I fell into the little situation of paying minimum balances, you know, not being able to pay off any of my cards in full. I didn't even know what paying off in full even meant.
Right. Okay. What you mean? That's minimum payment.
Minimum payment. They don't have to get their money back all at once.
It ain't nothing. I got you. I mean, I'm making a minimum payment, so it's all good.
Right. and was making a minimum payment and spending it right back. What? I'd be like, what minimum payment?
Spend the check and get it right back.
Right back.
they loved us. Like, and like I said, it came from experience too. And I'm the credit cards still love me for real. But it's a lot more knowledge that I have now that I didn't have before.
Yeah.
So,
but that was like lesson number 1 that I had learned, and then we had got into the budgeting, and Britt, she was like, get a planner, dog. She was like, I got a planner. She had the planner. She had the different color stuff marked differently. She had the sticky notes, the stickers, and everything.
And I still do.
Everything everything you need to mark that you gotta go. Okay. So at first I was like, I don't really need it or whatever. I wasn't really thinking too much into it. But then I tried. I was like, you know what? Let me get it and see, how I like it. I love it. Like, I still use a planner till this day. And that was what? 7 years ago?
Tell them what you're using, bro.
Oh, yes. First of all. You know what?
I'm just saying,
So, you gotta be like, she's saying it because I'm using my modern Renaissance palette.
I'm using the modern Renaissance palette too. I mean,
but as y'all can see,
here's mine. Go ahead.
my joint been through it been through some things, man. It's had a rough life.
It's been abused.
It's had a rough life.
It's been abused.
It has been abused, but it's been used. Okay, it's been used and abused.
I'm a makeup collector.
Okay.
I'll use my makeup every now and then. Like, here's my palette.
I don't even want to show y'all this joint.
Nope. I want them to see it. I want them to see it.
So I got a brief story behind.
I don't even want to hear the. Don't be ashamed of it. It's your palette.
I'm ashamed.
Go ahead. Get it close up there. Go ahead.
Big story about this. This actually just happened like 2 weeks ago because I caught myself bringing this to California. And as a typical female, I was trying to bring everything that I wanted, in my suitcase. And like, so, I had to sell.
So I'm using burnt orange. This right here. For transition shades, what I'm doing.
And for my transition shade, I am using raw sienna.
Most of that story, I use a planner till this day. It has helped govern my whole spending situation and really just ensure that things are being paid on time.
It's not. Now, what I do is a little bit different. The reason why I even told her to get like a planner, because we are in the technology age of things where you have calendars on your phones. You can set reminders, you can set alarms, you can set all of these different things, but I am a physical person. I need to see it. I need to write it down. Like, that's the only way I'm going to be able to believe it. So what I do, I literally write down what I owe, including all of my debt, like all of my credit card debt. I write it down in a list. I write down exactly how much I owe, how much I have to pay per month, and then that's on the front page. That's my month. Like, this is the goals. I have my debt in my face at all times. On my monthly view, I write down when each bill that I have to pay that month is due. I circle the times that I get paid. I budget every single time. I budget in the beginning of the month. Then it's the weekly views. I use stickers and write down the bills on the days, like at the bottom of the page. Like, I have to always write it down, and sometimes it just works. So, and with that, I've been able to pay off like a nice little bit of debt, and I know where I am. Like, I have confidence getting to the next one and paying it off. And I fall off using my planner too. Yeah. I mean, I do.
I did too for about a year, and then I realized that things weren't getting done the way they needed to be done. I was falling off as far as my payments were concerned and things like that.
Right, so now the color that I'm using is Love Letter, and I'm going to put that all over my lid.
I'm doing the exact same thing, only I'm putting mine in my crease. But I think a good thing of what, Britt is saying is that different things will work for different people. So whether you need a physical planner or whether you want to use your phone, use your calendar in your phone, because you could do that as well. If you're more in the electronic era and you like things to be in your phone, or that works better for you, then that works better for you. That's fine. And I think a good thing about money management and managing your money wisely, you got to know yourself, and you got to be able and willing to admit your flaws, take accountability, know when you're wrong, when you made, you know, poor decisions or poor investments or whatever the case may be. You know, anything that you feel like you could have did something with, or it could have saved you money in the long term or anything like that, and it didn't end up doing what you intended it to do. You know, that could be a loss, and it's okay. You know, it's trial and error sometimes. You don't always know what is going to be good and what's not, but just making sure that, you know, you learn from any mistakes that you make.
And even that can be applied to beyond just money, but like life in general. I'm going to take this brick color Venetian. It's kind of brick. It's like a light brick, like a cheap brick.
Oh, damn.
I'm going to take Venetian red, and I'm just going to put that on the sides of my eye where I make my halo.
But yeah, I think a good, a real big issue just with young people in general, young black people, I hate to say it, but like a lot of us, like, we don't know a lot about our money. We don't know a lot about finances. We don't know a lot about managing our money properly or whatever. And honestly, you know, I've said it for a long time, like, stuff like this should be implemented in a school curriculum. And I know it's like, you know, a pipe dream because, you know, if you educating everybody on what to do, these credit card companies and these loan companies, they're not going to make money because people are already going to know, you know, what to do. But it's worth educating yourself. So if you know, especially if you're a parent, if you know, we all know that this is stuff that's not taught to us at school. But if you know, because you're a parent and you went through things, trial and error, teach your kids. Do it in a way that's fun. Maybe look up different activities and things like that where you could do things with your kids to try to teach them good money saving tactics. Because we all know that, like, as a child becoming an adult, sometimes you lose your way because you finding yourself. But you come back to those fundamental, you know, things that your parents taught you, you know, later on in life. Their foundation.
You definitely do. Even if you're not a parent, if you're a child, be willing to learn. Like, break the cycle. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't just stop focusing on the next J's and start focusing on how money can work for you. Like, it's so much information in a book. It is so much information in a book, and it's just like, it's up to you to open it up. That's one of the hardest things. Like, you know, you can say that you want to do this and everything else like that, but my biggest motto, especially with like kids nowadays, and they hold I secured a bag. What is it? That's what they say, right?
Yeah, secure the bag.
I secured a bag.
But what you want to do once you secure the bag?
You don't even know how to get the bag.
Right.
Let alone secure it.
And you don't be sitting here with, you know, a $2,000 bag or some $300 J's, but you can't even put gas in your car.
This is a fact. You doing all that and you want a bus.
Right.
You doing all that and you can't really say that you have your own anything. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to cut out my halo part of my eye look.
Yeah,
and I'm just using concealer to do that.
I'm doing the same thing, only I'm cutting out I'm doing a cut crease. Well, I'm attempting to. I ain't about to lie to y'all.
It's a learning channel. It's alright.
Yeah, I'm about to sit here. So I'm using LA Pro concealer in the color Warm Honey, and that's what I'm going to use to go ahead and cut out this cut crease.
You need to cut it.
Yeah.
Hey, infamous Melly Rock.
You know what? It just gave me the cut situation, so I just felt like it was appropriate.
Infamous Millie Rock.
No.
It was very appropriate. I wasn't mad at it.
I feel like everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to be rich, but they're not thinking like, not necessarily being rich, but having long-term wealth. It's about long-term wealth. And I think that's the missing piece now in today's world. You know, everybody want that quick fame, that quick notoriety, you know, that quick get on, but nothing quick lasts. You know, what you gonna do when you can't keep up? Or what you gonna do?
Even beyond that, I feel like there's so many people that's not willing to put in the actual work.
This is true.
Like,
I honestly think, what do you think? Because I honestly think that nowadays people want things instantaneously. Like, they don't have the patience that like generations before us have had.
You said nowadays. I don't think that. I have to disagree. I feel like we as an American people always like instant gratification. Like,
I think it's okay. So if that's the case, I think it's worse.
It's a lot worse because everything is. There's just like I said, we're the age of
social media.
You see
what other people got. People could portray their life to be a certain thing. I could post all day about, you know, happy things and that, you know, this and that is going great, but that don't mean everything in life is perfect. You know, I could post me on the beach, post me rocking some cute outfit. You know what I'm saying? But I think people are too tied up into materialistic things and not really understanding that people go through things. You're not always happy, and even if you can portray your life as, you know, you being in paradise and you doing this and the third, that doesn't mean your life is perfect. People struggle.
Oh, bruh. And stop looking at social media and thinking that that's what it is. Like,
stop looking at other people's lives. Yes. Like, you know,
that's not how it is.
You could sit up there and look at something that somebody posts and acknowledge it, like, oh, that's cute, oh, that's pretty, or oh, damn, why they do that? But then after that, let it go. Let your attention span be short on it too, because we all know everybody attention span short as hell right now.
Child.
Shoot, y'all probably ain't make it to this part of the video.
Right. This is facts. This is facts. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this pretty champagne gold color Primavera from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to pop that in the center of my lid.
I'm going to take the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to take the color Vermeer. Is it Vermeer? What you know about Vermeer? I feel like that's my name. Like Vermeer.
I really hope that's not what
I think with Vermeer. That's my boo. Vermeer.
Get a tattooed on my ass like
Vermeer. Yeah, that's definitely somebody's name.
Oh.
It's picking.
I look like I have lids.
Well, you do.
But like more than
like
a little bit.
More lid. Yeah, that's what I learned. Like, you gotta like, if your lid space is small, because I be really envying people who got like large lid spaces. But like, if your lid space is small or like hooded, you gotta bring the color up. I'm going to take, what am I taking? Let me hurry up. I'm going to take this little ass brush.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take antique bronze, and I'm just going kind of blend that into love letter, I guess you could say. I don't know. That's what I seen somebody else do, so that's what I'm doing.
And I'm going to take the blending brush that I used for love letter earlier, and I'm going to put that back into my transition area because it kind of got a little lost with this halo. So
Yeah,
Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
doing what she's doing with her mascara. What mascara are you using?
oh, this is some hair store mascara. It's called Big Lash Mascara. Oh, Ruby Kisses. Everybody knows Ruby Kisses.
Everybody knows Ruby Kisses.
Yeah, I got this.
Don't just say it's hair store mascara.
Put some respect on my name.
I ain't look at the brand when I got it. I just needed some mascara, so I just went ahead and was like, this cheap. It was $3.99, y'all. It still got the sticker on it.
with the primer. I'm a dickhead. You guys can't pay me no mind. If y'all know me, then y'all already know that I'm a whole asshole.
Shit. Us together is drooling. I'm goofy as fuck.
My primer is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. It's like mattifying.
Okay.
Hence why I'm gonna look ashy, and it's also like kind of like silicone-y like, so it doesn't feel like drying. So
I feel like
exactly what I need.
I feel like you're doing like a high-end makeup look, and I'm doing.
Why don't you mind your fucking business?
I was just gonna show up with my elf primer and let y'all know I paid $3.
Oh, okay. I don't remember how much I paid for this.
I have the elf poreless primer. It's sold at all Walmarts and Targets, I'm sure.
You can get this at Sephora or Ulta.
And go and tell me, shut the fuck up, because she doing a high-end makeup and I'm here on a budget.
Because I felt like you were trying to come at me.
No, I'm just like, you know,
come at me.
that I'm over here on a budget. So I'm just saying, if y'all want to be on some high-end, go with what she got. If y'all trying to save a couple dollars.
I have sensitive skin.
First of all, I feel like you should apologize.
Fuck no, I'm not gonna apologize. I said what I said.
Yeah.
You don't even know how much you get.
I
It
don't.
just even looks like more.
No, this is just long. It's probably the same. Mine is fat.
It's not fat. It's not, okay?
It is.
Survey says the size matter. Anyway, I'm gonna try something that Jackie Ina has been doing as of lately. And she's been doing it for a while. I'm just late as fuck. But she's been putting setting powder and pressing it into her skin over her primer.
Oh.
Under her foundation.
That's interesting.
So let's just see how that works out.
If anybody get this primer, it got like a strong smell to it. I draw it because it goes away.
Mine doesn't smell
But if you
like
get like a
anything.
whiff of it, it's like...
Mine doesn't smell like anything. That's all of the...
You know what?
That is all of the chemicals and animal ass that they put into the...
I want to attempt to color correct with the LA Pro Concealer in Orange.
How do you like color correcting?
I think it does good. I liked how it looked.
So I'm just going to...
And then you want to change
on the
your
real
voice.
techniques. Yes, this is how I'm doing the rest of the video. So now I'm going to take the Too Faced Born This Way
You know what?
foundation in the shade Hazelnut. And I'm just going to pump it onto the back of the... It would be a beauty blender. It would be a $20 beauty blender. But I'm going to use the Real Technique sponge for the culture.
So my only high-end... for the culture. So my only high-end things that I have over here, well, the tart was Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. Ain't nobody even got time. This is a little pricey, I ain't even gonna lie. But it has lasted. I've had this forever. Literally forever, because I only put it in like the spots where I get oily. So
Foundation on the back of this, I'm going to soak up all of your product beauty sponge, okay?
I want to soak up all of your products.
That's what this is, all right? We're just going to pounce it. It doesn't even pounce the same, like
Pounce.
it doesn't even pounce the same way a beauty blender does. But this is just to show you guys that there's a difference, okay?
You know what?
That's my bad and bougie. Do I look like I was left off of bad and bougie?
Do it. Let them know.
Yeah.
I
love
really
all the
like the
ratchetness.
Migos. Like they had to grow on me though. I ain't gonna lie, cause you know I'm not really into like the new rap, like the mumbo stuff that's going on. But I really like their culture.
How can you not be into getting the bag and flipping and tumbling it?
Like to be in the kitchen, wrist flicking like a stir fry. Like what? No, I don't think that was.
Insert clip here.
I'm about to play it right now. Like, we going to find out. No, and then I want you to edit this so when you go back and you just make the little noise you just made. Because she was not doing it. Go ahead, do it.
Right now.
She not
Go
right.
ahead. No, fucking start the shit, Britt. Do it. Bitch, the fuck you. Man, look at the camera. Because I'm talking to you. I'm looking at you in the camera.
Okay.
I know that part of the song because it's the intro on your videos.
I know, but I'm saying
No.
though. The little whistling.
Oh, what are you using? What sponge is this? Is it a beauty blender? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Don't get it fucked up, okay?
Cover it.
She's gonna try to cover the shit up like this. Like, no, I can see. You're using a $20 to $25 beauty blender like everybody else.
No, I said that I got a couple high-end products, which is my beauty blender.
You didn't, she never said
I
the beauty blender.
I did.
She
yes,
never-
I did. I said my beauty blender and I said the Becca Matte. Yo, rewind this door. Rewind this.
Bring it back. I'm the type of person, I don't want to go back later. So I got the big size. I got the big size.
The big daddy.
And what?
The big daddy.
Just the regular size. Laura Mercier. Sonny, I don't know what the fuck that was. And she's got the baby daddy.
Oh, because I always feel like, well, or because I feel like they don't have like a set foundation for me, what I do is I go ahead and mix my foundations. So I do use the matte and poreless Maybelline. I use the color 360 and I use the color 355, which is like completely different colors, but they have like different
In what do you use a 355 in?
I use a 355 in Maybelline as well.
Is it in dewy or?
It's in matte and poreless. Oh, you asking good questions.
Yeah, I mean the people want to know.
I'm using matte and poreless for both of them, 355 and 360, and I mix them because they have different undertones.
Oh.
Yeah, and I feel like mixing them together gives me the right undertone.
Why don't you use your beauty blender? Oh, or your Sigma brush.
I use a Sigma.
Your Sigma brush.
Yeah, that I recently washed.
Show it.
That I recently washed.
Insert clip of this fucking poor ass excuse.
No. Don't. But I'm using a Sigma F80 because this joint is bomb. I ain't gonna lie, it did cost a little bit. But no, I got it for like, I think I got it for like 15 at IMAX. But it's like originally like $20.
IMAX video coming soon.
Yes. So,
while she's doing that, I'm going to highlight.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be a subtle highlight.
Damn, you want to highlight already?
Yeah, I don't have time. So I'm going to be using the same concealer that I've used on everything else in the shade Deep. So it's not going to be a serious highlight today. It's just going to be a regular. A subtle highlight. And you cannot play with the Shape Tape, sis. You gotta put it on and blend it the fuck out. Because it does not have time. It does not have time. It's already drying. It's already
I
drying.
ain't got time for you.
Your shit. Your problem.
Your life. You gotta get up in them baby hairs too. Just make sure when you putting foundation on, get up in there. You don't want your hairline looking weird. So I want Shape Tape. I'm gonna get some when we go to IMAX, but for right now, I'm gonna be using LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the color Fawn.
Just be wanting to feel like Wakanda forever.
Yes, like Wakanda. Which is he did it. Yo, Chadwick, what's his last name?
Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman did it so cool. Like I want to be like him when I grow up. Like I feel like every time I do it, I look like an idiot. Like I look like a dork.
Well, because you're not from Wakanda.
I'm from Wakanda. Don't question my ancestry, okay?
Wakanda don't even exist.
Chadwick Boseman said.
Can y'all tell her? Can y'all tell her? Can y'all tell her? Y'all want me to tell her?
Chadwick. Somebody made a good point the other day that I seen on Facebook. They were saying that all African American people should get ancestry done for free because it ain't our fault that we don't know.
Now I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier setting powder that you guys already know about. You guys already know about it. I'm gonna do that, and I'm going to set these cheeks. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being like, being treated like we're in poverty and we like really control the consumer's market.
And if you are sick of it too, you will watch the next video or the video on money management and credit.
Yeah.
If you sick of it too. Cause
it would be here.
It shouldn't be like that we live in paycheck to paycheck and that, you know, we always feel like we're behind or we're never feel like we have enough or save enough or, you know, something go wrong with anything in our lives, our car or this or that. We don't have it. I'm just taking the Laura Mercier, the little guy.
The baby daddy.
Yeah, this is the translucent powder that I'm using.
It bakes.
Some people do bake. You know what? I wonder. Yeah, you know what? I wonder if people still do that. That's a good.
People do. It's so dumb.
From what I heard is that if you are oily, it helps to combat your oil because you leave it on.
But there's so much out there that they have.
Yeah, this is true.
That will combat the oil for you. I just put setting powder on under my foundation and I'm dry as fuck. I feel like I'm a nice matte. I feel like I'm not getting oily anytime soon.
You may not be oily though. You probably are.
I'm combination.
Yeah.
No, they just be using the not so great makeup and setting powders. Like You know what, I mean, it costs a little bit to have a Laura Mercier setting powder, but you have one. You get what I'm saying? Like, people out here spending $3 on Airspun.
Right. I'm just taking a regular, oh, is my brush falling apart? I'm just taking a regular e.l.f. brush. I think it is falling apart.
Well, see? What happened? What happened when you used the e.l.f. brush? What happened?
Well, I did pay $1 for it, so I ain't concerned. But you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to not care that I don't have a stem on my job. Okay.
Little mini kabuki, okay?
Right. I'm gonna go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because the brush is still working. Okay.
I'm using the It's My Ray Ray BH Cosmetics palette again, and I'm using the contour shade that I can finally tell you guys what it is. It's the contour shade in Brownie Bite. That is my favorite contour powder at the moment.
While Britt's contouring, I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color. I do have some. I got some low end highlighters, but I'm not using them today. You know what? I never use Moonstone. I'm gonna use Moonstone today. That's this one. I'm gonna do that because I don't never do that. I always use bronzed or tourmaline. So I'm gonna use Moonstone.
Do I look like butter toast? Do
I put too much on.
Oh, I'm looking like butter toast.
I'm looking like somebody damn donut. I need to take this away. With a little bit of this because I don't know who I thought it was. I am not Rihanna and I ain't got nowhere to go. Go.
I'm gonna use the highlighter from the It's My Ray Ray palette in Radiant because I feel like it ties very well into the look. And I'm just gonna use actually an eye blender brush. Ooh,
It's pretty.
yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty gold, bitch. Oh yeah, $22 by the way. You know, since
if y'all keeping a tab on our spending habits,
yeah.
after we done talked about money, put some eyeliner on. You know, oh, or not. Don't need to be sharpened down to the nub. All right, so now that I'm all sharpened and good to go, I have just a regular black eyeliner that I'm gonna. So I'm just gonna take my little brush and I'm just gonna like hold my eye down. That way I don't mess up the powder that I've already, shut back.
Am I too highlighted?
First of all, girl, you look like you about to grant me a wish.
So now I'm going to take the eyeshadow in the color Angel from the BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to very lightly just dot it in a corner.
And I'm taking the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic mascara just to get my lower lashes.
All right, so tip and trick. You can take an eyeshadow and use that as a lip liner. So I think the eyeshadow that I'm going to use will be from the Modern Renaissance palette in the shade Cypress Umber. And I'm just going to put that on the perimeter of my lips. So I'm at least gonna try with my finger.
I think I'm gonna just take Primavera from the Modern Renaissance palette for my inner tear bit.
So now I'm going to take my Metric Star in Mama Star, and I'm going to place that over that makeshift
First of all,
lip liner. Bam. Makeup hack! No, I'm dead ass. This is fucking gorgeous.
I'm going to use my trusty MAC Chestnut lip pencil.
And I just sprayed myself, and probably Britt too, with the Mario Badescu Rose Water. And that helps to make your cakey makeup kind of like set and not look as cakey. And that's not a setting spray. Fix Plus also not a setting spray.
Nope.
Setting spray is this bad boy Urban Decay All Nighter right here.
What?
Okay?
What?
And we show them yours. Just so they know. We both got it. Full size. Not even travel size. What? I'm telling you, man, your makeup is not going to transfer. Your makeup is not going to move. You're going to be beat all fucking night.
When it's
We be all night. We be all night. And I'm going to fake like I have some blush and just use the color Friday out of the It's My Ray Ray palette.
So long.
And I'm just going to take my finger and literally lightly tap it and just put it on the apples of my cheeks. All right, and that wraps it up. We gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Here we go.
Ready?
You gotta do this joint in slow mo.
In the kitchen, wrist twisted like a stir fry. Hey.
Kitchen wrist twisted like a stir fry. Hey.
Yo, okay, so this is a quick little intermission. This is something completely different, but I did want to showcase Brit's channel. So part of the collab is that I am going to eat something vegan,
babe.
and this is a ramen soup with chicken-like tofu.
Chicken fat.
So I'm about to taste it. I got my fork.
Prepared. She's ready to go.
I've got some noodles.
Girl, I'm gonna eat mine while you eat yours.
And I don't even play with like soup and or
You gotta get up in there like you got.
All right, let me say. I got a little piece of tofu. I got some chicken. I mean, tofu. I got some ramen. Bro. I don't even eat soup, y'all. Go follow that page, dog. Go click on the link. I'm gonna try to put it right here somewhere.
I'm gonna lean over so you guys.
This joint is everything, dog.
Hey.
I'm about to go ham. All right, see y'all later. See you on the next video because I'm about to eat though. So
In the kitchen.
that should make you wanna.